pressing on, the United States is poised for a new political era as President Joe Biden delivers his farewell address from the Oval Office, setting the stage for President-elect Donald Trump's upcoming inauguration. In his final speech, Biden emphasized that he's leaving Trump with a strong hand to play, building on his recent foreign policy remarks. As Trump prepares to take office as 47th president on January 28th, the nation looks ahead to the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, from advancing minority rights to navigating a polarized Washington. Also, earlier in the day, he heralded a long-awaited ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, which could end more than a year of bloodshed in the Middle East. Now, let's go across and get a detailed view on Joe Biden's tenure as a president.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States,
the office of President of the United States,
and will, to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
Congratulations, Mr.
Thank
President.
On 20th January 2021, Joe Biden took the oath of office as the 46th President of the United States, stepping into a role filled with high hopes and immense challenges. His presidency has been a complex journey marked by notable triumphs, persistent struggles, and polarizing controversies. Yet, despite the promise of a transformative era, his tenure ultimately fell short of lofty expectations. For many, what might have been the legacy of a seasoned statesman instead feels overshadowed by setbacks and unfulfilled ambitions.
For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated.
President Biden began his term with bold actions. The American Rescue Plan Act delivered $1.9 trillion in economic relief, helping millions of Americans during the pandemic. He championed infrastructure modernization with the Bipartisan Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, investing $1.2 trillion to rebuild roads, bridges, and broadband.
As we close this historic summit, I want to take a moment to thank the world leaders and all the participants from around the globe who have joined together to confront the existential threat of climate change. There's no threat like it.
On climate change, Joe Biden rejoined the Paris Agreement and introduced policies to combat the crisis, including the creation of the American Climate Corps. Internationally, he united NATO allies in the face of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, providing crucial support to the Ukrainian people. Joe Biden and his team faced a storm of events. Some they could control, others beyond their grasp. Yet many of the most damaging moments were not just predictable, they were predicted. Immigration reform remained elusive as the Biden administration faced criticism for its handling of the southern border. The chaotic 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan became a defining moment of Biden's presidency. The swift Taliban takeover, desperate scenes at the Kabul airport, and a deadly bombing highlighted the poor planning and drew bipartisan criticism, leaving a lasting stain on his foreign policy legacy. Navigating a divided party tested his leadership, as tensions between moderates and progressives stalled landmark legislations like the Build Back Better Act. Concerns about his age and mental fitness became prominent, culminating in his decision not to seek re-election for 2024. Joe Biden's legacy is one of complexity. His presidency delivered transformative policies in infrastructure, climate, and healthcare. Yet these achievements were overshadowed by economic struggles and foreign policy missteps.
The post-Cold War period is over. A new era has begun. In these 4 years, we faced crises that we've been tested. We've come through those tests stronger, in my view, than we entered those tests. By the way, I'm troubled.
Joe Biden may be remembered as a transitional leader, striving for unity in a deeply divided era. Amid crises like a pandemic, economic instability, and political polarization, his presidency symbolized the struggle between aspirations for progress and the harsh realities of discord.